Guilty! But Mamdani says you're free to go.
Woo-hoo! All right, so I am no fan of Andrew Cuomo, who is running for mayor of New York City and is up against Zohran Mamdani and Curtis Sliwa, although mostly Mamdani because Sliwa really does not have a chance of winning. However, Cuomo has put out what I think is the best attack ad of the year. Actually, what I think maybe the best attack ad in recent memory. Sadly, his campaign deleted this, but it is an AI montage of what New York City might look like under Zohran Mamdani's reign. So let's get into it.
Zohran Mamdani's opponents want you to believe he's an inexperienced radical whose policies will make New York City more dangerous. But what do his actual supporters think?
Mamdani isn't crazy.
He's just trying to even the playing field.
You know, give everyone a fair shot. Sure, he said multiple times we need to defund the police, but that was just a metaphor.
And yes, he did say crime is a social construct, but that was also a metaphor.
His main backer, the Democratic Socialists' ideas are common sense, such as
Decriminalizing misdemeanors, like shoplifting.
third-degree assault, trespassing, prostitution,
And drunk driving.
With plans to decriminalize all drugs, Mamdani will be a job creator.
Hold on, this is so beautiful. The quantity of stereotypes that they have fit in less than a minute at this point is amazing. Like, you have the black guy in the keffiyeh shoplifting, you have the old white woman from the 1980s drinking and driving, you have what looks to be a pimp from a 1980s movie with a van full of beaten up prostitutes. I think it is quite beautiful and representative of the New York City that, you know, a lot of people have in their minds when they think about the Big Apple. So let's continue.
for drug dealers.
Instead of helping us homeless get off the streets and into the mental health facilities we need, he wants to give us safe injection sites to do crack and let us sleep in subway carts.
These are actual policies Mamdani and the DSA want to implement on day one.
When a woman's being domestically abused, she finally won't have to deal with some pesky cop to arrest the abuser, but now a social worker to help, kumbaya the situation.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Mamdani is finally lowering jail sentences.
Guilty! But Mamdani says you're free to go.
Who cares if legalizing prostitution statistically leads to an increase for sex trafficking of women and young girls by 70%?
You can't have safety without equality.
Oh no.
For unlawful abiding citizens like us, globalize the intifada.
I'm a criminal. I'm a criminal. I'm a criminal.
I'm a criminal.
Yep. I'm a criminal. For Zohran.
For Zohran Mamdani.
I didn't have a real job until I was 30, but sure, give me the keys to the city. What's the worst that can happen?
Paid for by Cuomo for NYC.
Oh my gosh, it's fantastic. I could watch this 50 times and I would never get bored of it. In addition to the stereotypes I mentioned, you have this like old, poor Italian guy in a wife beater beating up his wife. You have the hapless social worker coming in and telling them to breathe. It's just wonderful. And I'm so sad that they deleted this. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they depicted Zohran, who is a real person, and that violates some sort of, I have no idea. Or maybe, higher-ups caught wind of this and decided it was not appropriate. But it's great. I mean, people will say that AI can only produce slop, but we've had the Will Stancil show, and now we've had this. So I think this is evidence that in the right hands, AI-generated video creation tools can be a work of art. Not to mention the fact that obviously this is an exaggeration, but yeah, this references real policies that Mamdani has put forward. I mean, he has a track record of, being pretty extreme online. He has a catalog of old tweets which really revved up right around 2019 or 2020, calling to defund the police, flipping the bird, the Columbus statue, saying that the NYPD are like inherently anti-queer or something. I think that was one of them. Like, they're antithetical to queer liberation, which I don't totally know what that means, but okay, I guess I could believe it. I really don't know what that entails. And yes, he's also said that he wants to decrease the prison population by X%. Never mind the fact that you can't really have a static number for the prison population because people may commit more crimes. In which case, they gotta go to prison. They committed the crimes. So again, I think this is a beautiful tableau of the many diverse faces of Zohran Mamdani voters. I appreciate the fact that they did put a woman in the ad as also being a criminal. I love the fact that she's like a 60-year-old lady with a string of pearls, just guzzling alcohol as she's driving down the New York City streets. Now, one point of critique is that some of the eyes looked a little bit crossed, and you could tell the renderings of the faces were shifting across multiple shots. Contrast this with the Amy Klobuchar, Sydney Sweeney Big Titties AI video, which if you haven't seen, please look it up because it's amazing, and Amy Klobuchar does not want you to watch it. But that one was very convincing. That one really looks like Amy Klobuchar opining on the state of Sydney Sweeney's bosom. Also jeans and advertising and other things. Now, people are saying that this ad is racist or something because it includes a black guy and a keffiyeh who is shoplifting. But I just want to point out, as I've mentioned, this ad traffics in many stereotypes. You have almost every stereotype you could imagine. It's very inclusive in that way. I mean, you have the female criminal, you have the Italian criminal, you have the white young criminal too, and the 1980s pimp. So I think this ad is very inclusive in terms of the groups that it targets. Not to forget the angry-looking white, young radical guy burning flags. So, people are zeroing in on one section of this ad without paying mind to all of the other criminals that it shows. But no, this ad is equal opportunity in terms of who it might offend, which I personally love and endorse. So let me know what you thought of this ad in the comments section below. Are you voting for Cuomo now? Give this video a like, hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.